Hi, Amanda. Where are you? Hi, Natasha. I'm out shopping. Do you want me to get something for you? You're shopping again? You went shopping just yesterday, didn't you? Don't you even think about saving money? I can't stand it when you waste money day after day. I just buy what I need. Really? It seems like all the things you buy are things you don't need. More importantly, have you thought about what to have for dinner? No, not yet. Again? What do you do all day long? I need you at least to think about dinner. I get frustrated when you prepare in a rush. I'm sorry, I'll think of something quickly. Even if you say so, you always end up serving only random dishes, don't you? Can't you be more creative and make decent dishes? The other night was bland and not tasty at all. I'm sorry, I'll be careful. And what about the dry cleaning? You got all the clothes I asked for, right? Yes, I just went to pick them up. Really? I hope they didn't return them all wrinkled like last time. I'm going to be embarrassed wearing it, so you'll have to make sure it's done right. I checked it, so they're okay. That's good, but I don't really trust you. Oh, and why haven't you done the cleaning the bathroom I asked you for? I haven't gotten around to it yet. Huh? I can't believe it. It's not that difficult, you know. Just get on with it. I'm sorry, I'll get right on it. It really bothers me when you're useless like this every time. Do you have any idea how busy I am? You're causing me unnecessary stress. Please be a little more motivated. Okay. Anyone can just say it. If you don't act properly, I'll stop asking you for help. You know what that means, don't you? What? You better do it right the next time. I just came back home, but are you home? I finished the shopping you asked me to do. You didn't make a mistake, did you? You always buy the wrong thing. Please don't get old yet. Natasha, you keep saying that. Don't make fun of me so much, will you? I'm not making fun of you, I'm just telling the truth. But anyway, you're home already? It's the usual time to come home. I don't want to say this too many times, but can't you do something more about the sofa in the living room? Huh? What do you mean? Weren't you just lying on the sofa eating snacks a while ago? There's an awful lot of food spilled on it. Can't you at least clean up your own mess? Huh? Wouldn't it just be better for someone who found it to clean? What? I didn't think it was messy, but if you think it's messy, then you're the one who should clean it. Just because I'm married to your eldest son, you can't take advantage of me in little things like this. Take advantage? That's right. I don't want to take care of you when you get older. What? That's not the kind of attitude to ask me to take care of you. I'm living with you for your sake. I want you to be grateful to me. If you want me to take care of you, you should take better care of me too. Natasha, that's what you were thinking of me? I'm busy taking pictures for my Instagram right now. I'll ask you to quickly clean the sofa, which you have suggested yourself, as well as make dinner. Natasha. Did you go out wandering around again? I can't have you going out on your own every day. Don't tell me you've finally lost your mind. Huh? Are you seriously saying that? Of course I am. Can't you use that energy to do the housework? Natasha, I need you to do the housework too. Huh? We talked about this when we started living together. I'm working and you're a housewife. I'm not saying you have to do everything, but since we're living together, I want you to do your chores too. What? What do you mean by that? What do I mean? I told you that I'm working, didn't I? What kind of work do you go out playing every day? Oh, wait a second. Please don't tell me you go to work at a racetrack or a casino. I don't want my mother-in-law to be a betting maniac. You? What on earth do you think I am? What? Well, a widow who lost her husband, who was taking care of you and left you all alone. And we, your eldest son and daughter-in-law, are living with you to take care of you because we feel sorry for you. Let me tell you this again. If you want me to take care of you in your old age, then you have to take care of me. How you treat me now will determine how I treat you when you become older. I knew it. That's why you came to live with me. It's terrible of you to take advantage of someone's weakness and say things like that. If you don't like it, you can leave any time, okay? Now that your husband is not here, this is already our house. So that's how you understand the situation. I mean, I can ask you to leave now, you know. If you go this far and don't even apologize, it's impossible for us to continue living together. Therefore, I can't no longer take care of you." "Well, you and I don't seem to be fundamentally compatible. I won't depend on you." "Thank you for understanding so quickly. Oh, please don't ever come back and ask for our help. I'm definitely not going to do that." "That will never happen, so don't worry about it." "Really? That's great. Then you'll have to live on your own."
Amanda, are you all right? Where are you right now? I heard that you were about to get kicked out from the house. I'm very worried. Please reply as soon as you get this.
"Hi, Sally. I'm sorry to worry you. Did you already hear about it?"
I got a text from Natasha that she decided not to live with you and kicking you out of the house. She told me to be prepared because you might come to our house for help.
Oh dear.
I don't know what she's thinking, but that's very rude of her. Natasha should be the one to leave.
Yeah.
By the way, what does your son say about this? I don't think he would allow such an outrageous behavior, even if it's his wife.
He's been on an overseas business trip for the past week or so. I'm going to report this matter to him and discuss it with him, but he's still on a business trip for another 3 months.
Well, it's difficult to travel back and forth between the US and overseas nowadays in such a short span of time.
Well, I don't want to live with Natasha anymore, so me leaving the house is fine. I'm at a motel for now, but first I have to find a place to live.
You don't need to stay at a motel. Why don't you come stay with us until you find a place to live?
What?
Actually, my husband and I talked about it, and we would like you to stay with us. I know that you'd prefer to be alone, but we thought that being free from Natasha is top priority right now.
Are you serious? I really appreciate that. You understand me very well. Okay, I'll come and stay with you until I find a place to live.
Yes, by all means.
Hey, Amanda, I heard about you. Once again, I realize that you really are a very brazen person. I heard you're moving in with your second son and his wife. You just don't want to be taken care of by me, but in the end, you have to depend on someone else to survive. I feel a little miserable and pity for you. Natasha, I think you're misunderstanding, so let me tell you something. I'm only staying with my second son temporarily until I find a new place to live. What? Oh, but you're going to stay there for a long time after all, aren't you? Well, I guess it can't be helped if you're an old woman who doesn't make any money. I'm afraid you have mistaken something here. I have a job and I have been working. Huh? ABC Company, which is in front of the station. I'm sure you've seen it because of the big sign. I've been working there ever since I graduated from junior college. What? ABC Company is quite a well-known company in the state, isn't it? But you go out every day to play around, right? I'm not playing around. I've been going to work every day except weekends and holidays. Oh, really? Don't tell me you've never noticed. After living together for 3 months? I just assumed you were out playing. I thought I told you I'm working when we started living together. Did you? Besides, I have my own retirement plans. What? I'm saving up money so that I don't burden my son and his wife, and I'm also considering entering a facility for the elderly after I retire. That's something my sons have known for a long time. Oh, is that so? To begin with, living together is due to the remodeling of the company housing where you two used to live, isn't it? What? I thought he came back to your house due to the remodeling of the company housing. You were wrong about that too. I wonder what the discussion before we started living together was all about. But, Natasha, you've been mean to me because of your misunderstandings. I think we should think about your future. What do you mean by that? Amanda? Amanda, why is this happening? As soon as my husband came back from his business trip overseas, he said he's divorcing me. He says he's already taken the necessary steps to leave the company housing. Well, that's the decision he made. What? What do you mean? I told him everything from when you and I were living together until the day you kicked me out. What? You were not listening to me up to this point, and your misunderstanding and assumptions led to disrespecting and bullying me and tried to take advantage of me. I'm sure he'd want a divorce. I don't know what to say. I didn't know you were working, and I didn't know the house was in your name. It's not that you didn't know, it's just that you weren't listening. Either way, no matter who your husband is, I think your arrogance is at the level where anyone would refuse to have a relationship with you. No wonder he wants a divorce. Oh no, I don't want a divorce. I can't do anything about it, and I have no intention of getting involved no matter what you say to me. I'll let you two discuss the divorce amongst yourselves. You should just accept the reality. Please, wait a minute. I'm really in trouble here. My parents know everything that's going on. They told me not to come home because it would be too embarrassing. But I was a housewife and have no job, so I can't live alone. I hope you can at least continue to live with me. Natasha, your attitude really surprised me. Don't you think you should accept the consequence of what you did? Please, don't be so cold. How about we share a room? If we do that, I can't afford the rent, but I will do as much housework as I can. Are you insane? There is no way I would live with someone like you again. You already have your own place to live, right? Please tell me your new address. Let's try to make a comfortable life for both of us this time. Hey, are you still there? Amanda? Amanda, I really need to talk to you. Please listen to me. I'm a stranger now. If you need advice, could you please ask somebody else? Please don't say that. Actually, I've moved into the company dormitory since then, but it's too hard. I don't think I can make it. I really need your help. I'm sorry, but I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. Don't be spoiled forever and accept the consequences of your actions. There is nothing I can do for you. Frankly, I don't want anything to do with you. Oh no, I'm in real trouble. I have no one else to go to. Please, Amanda. I don't want to help you, so don't expect me to do anything. You're a stranger now, so I have no obligation to help you. Please, don't be so cold. I'm truly sorry for how badly I've treated you in the past. From now on, I want to repay your kindness to you. Please give me one more chance. I don't know if you are truly sorry or not. You're just going to have to show me how sorry you are, don't you think? Words alone are not enough to make me believe you. Please do your best to contribute to society or show your gratitude to your parents. I'm not involved in this, and I'm not going to let it get to me. So, what am I supposed to do? My parents have abandoned me, so I have nowhere to go. I can't live on my own. You can't give up. You have to find a way out of this, don't you think? You brought this on yourself. Take your time and reflect on what you've done. Amanda, please. Can you at least tell me your new address? I'd like to come and apologize. I don't need an apology. Besides, if I give you the address, you'll surely come to my house, won't you? What you need now is to be independent. You need to learn how to get back on your feet by yourself, not relying on someone else. Don't say that. I will definitely change, so please help me one more time. Natasha, if you really want to change, you should start by working on yourself first. I don't think relying on me would help you in any way. I can't live in that dormitory. Please, help me. Do you remember what you've been doing? You've been rude to me many times. Is there any reason for me to forgive you? I don't think there is. If you really want to change, prove yourself. If you can't do that, then I have nothing more to say to you. Amanda, at least talk to your second son and Sally. I'm sure they will understand. Sally is my second son's wife and my precious family. Think of how much trouble you may have caused her. Please don't depend on her. But if Sally forgives me, maybe you will reconsider? It's none of our business. I have decided that I will not be involved any longer. Please don't contact me anymore. Oh no. Amanda, I'm really trying my best. No matter how much I tell you, you're not going to let this go. There's no point in going back and forth, so I'm going to leave now. Amanda, just one more time. Goodbye. Wait, Amanda! After Natasha was divorced, she took a job with a dormitory to make a living. However, she struggled with the unfamiliar environment and strict rules and was unable to make a good living. She spent her days going from job to job, but no matter where she went, it didn't last long. She never reflected on herself and just lived for the day. She was struggling financially and mentally, and finally had no one to go to for help. Well, it is none of my business. I am enjoying my new life with the support of my second son and his wife. I'm working hard at my job, taking care of the garden, reading. I am enjoying my new life by taking on new challenges. I am determined to continue to live positively on the path I have chosen.
Hey, Samantha, we don't have any soy sauce left. I wonder why, since you often do a lot of strange mail order shopping. I'm busy receiving packages all the time, you know. If you have time to buy weird stuff, but can't you at least buy soy sauce at the market? You don't seem to understand the priority of things at all. Also, the socks were hanged upside down. The bathroom is also not cleaned well, that I can still see some dark spots at the corner. I told you to clean the bathroom every day, didn't I? Are you trying to make our family sick by having us to use such a dirty bathroom? Last but not least, today's breakfast was disgusting. Please don't make Sean and Simon eat that. Thanks to you, I've been here all morning. I have to make breakfast for us. It's a waste of ingredients and time. Are you listening to me? Answer me. Or would you rather I call you instead? Hello, Matilda. Good morning. I've already started work. I can't look at all these messages you're sending me. I'll talk to you during my lunch break. I'm busy, so I'll get back to you later. See you soon. I won't be able to reply from now on. Oh, and thank you for picking up my packages. I have no time to go shopping right now. If it's too much trouble, I'll set up a box in front of the entrance next time. I don't care if you need to get to work or not. That's none of my business. As my son's wife, it's natural for you to listen to what your mother-in-law tells you with the highest priority at all times. You need to be aware of that. You don't make much money and you call that work? Don't you dare contradict me. I didn't mean to contradict you, but I need to do my job. Sorry, I can't reply to you anymore. Don't you dare to say that you can't do it. Anyway, that's not the point. Starting tomorrow, I want you to think more about what you're going to put on the menu for breakfast. I don't want to eat the same thing day after day. I don't care if you say so, but you prefer a full American breakfast every morning. Pancake, grilled sausages, and so on. All of that really takes time to prepare. Do you remember when was the last time I talked about that to you? That was years ago, right? You keep repeating the same thing over and over like a broken radio. The breakfast you cooked was awful. If you eat something like that at the beginning of the day, you won't have any energy. You're such a useless wife. Did you say years ago? With all due respect, you told me about that last week. Last week? Are you sure? The meals have the same taste, so I feel as if I were eating those for years. That also means that you're cutting corners. Before you start backtalking me, take a look at yourself to see if you're at fault. You really are irritating. I'll talk to you about the food later. Just come home right now. What? Right now? Yes. You know I have hula dancing class today, right? My husband can't drive because of his back pain. You need to drive me there. I'm going to be late for my lesson if you don't do that quickly. You can't do that, Matilda. I'm at work, and I have an important meeting this afternoon, so please go to the hula class today by yourself. What? You can't listen to your husband's mother even though you're his wife? I have an important hula dance class this afternoon. You know what will happen if you disrupt my schedule, don't you? I'll come home right away if it's a life-threatening emergency, but hula dance is not an emergency. It's a 15-minute walk from our house to the class. Why don't you walk there for the sake of your own health? It would definitely be faster than waiting for me to come back. Fortunately, today is a beautiful sunny day. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, wait! Listen to me! Samantha! Hey, Matilda. Seems that you've been making strange calls to my company, haven't you? Will you stop it? What are you talking about? It was you, right? The one who tried to spread rumors that I'm having an affair with my boss. You called my company without mentioning who you are. Oh my, are you having an affair? I am not. I mean, my boss is a woman and she's married. That's impossible. You don't know that. Nowadays, we value diversity, you know? Just because your boss is a woman doesn't mean that she isn't having an affair. Diversity? That's not the point. Anyway, there is no such thing as infidelity. I heard you also said that my hobbies are disgusting and nerdy. That's true, isn't it? You have a weird colored wig in your room, a bunch of lacy, flirty clothes. You've been getting a lot of mail order packages lately, and it's all because of that disgusting hobby of yours. Am I right? I wish you'd stop. It's really annoying. You're right about me being a nerd. I'm not the only one who plays cosplay. It's a shared hobby between Simon and me. We met at a cosplay summit. It's a memory that we both cherish. Please don't make fun of it. I know our hobby might make some people feel uncomfortable. I'm not bothering you or anyone else. I mean, after all, you did call my company, didn't you? Please stop it immediately. What? You're my son's wife, but you don't listen to what I tell you. A wife like that is useless. Besides, I was just trying to tell the company who you really are. You don't have to tell the company about my private life. It's unrelated matter. I'm doing my job well in the company and I have an important position there. What you've done is really a nuisance to the company, so please stop it at all costs. You're the one who's crazy, Matilda. Don't make a big deal out of this. Are you telling me that you think your company is more important than your family? What? How can you say that? You didn't marry Simon, my son. You married the company. You neglect your family and spend all your time at the company. Are you kidding me? There is no such thing as a marriage between a company and a human being. You're talking too much nonsense. I can't keep up with you. If you married my son, normally you'd obey your mother-in-law. But look at you. All you do is talk back to me. I'm sorry, but I can't have you as my son's wife any longer. Hold it right there, Matilda. It's a modern era now. And you still talk to me as if we're living in the year of 1800s or something closer to that. Did you just say that a wife should obey her mother-in-law? Modern people would be horrified to hear that. I thought you were joking, but seems that you were serious. Oh my God, you're making fun of me after all this time. I really can't believe it. That's enough. If you can't follow what I, your mother-in-law, tell you to do, I will have you divorce my son. Do you understand me? I don't think so. I will not divorce Simon. As I said before, nowadays, wives don't obey their mother-in-laws. Are you still going to defy me? I won't forgive you even if you apologize. I'm serious. I brought it out. Thank you. Huh? Matilda, garbage day is Monday, remember? I'm not talking about trash. I think you misunderstood. What kind of things did you bring out then? Divorce papers. You are now divorced from my son. I filed it. That's why you need to get the hell out of my house right now. What? Divorce papers? That's too much of a joke. And it's not funny at all. I'm not joking. I don't like you because you're too cocky. That's why I filed the divorce papers to get rid of you. You can't just file for divorce because you don't like me. Besides, we talked it over at home yesterday. We decided on the rules from now on. Didn't you agree? No, I didn't. I'm not going to abide by rules you made up on your own. I'm not even going to follow them. If I need something, I need to tell you as soon as possible. Or, if I want to go somewhere, I should arrange that on your day off. It's all for your own convenience. Who do you think you are, forcing me to do whatever you want? That's the same line I'd like to say to you. I'm sure you've made a rule to tell me in advance if there's anything I need to know to prevent misunderstandings. Besides, you seem to think that I'm lying, but I'm telling you the truth about filing the divorce papers. Really? Yes, of course. Have I ever lied to you? Yes, you did that a couple times in the past, but I don't think the divorce papers filed on behalf of the related parties would be processed. Filing divorce paper without mutual consent should be invalid. I mean, neither Simon nor I wrote the divorce papers. How did you manage to file those? It's possible because I wrote your part on behalf of you. I asked a friend to write Simon's part. If the handwriting is the same, no one will notice. Thanks to my quick thinking, the officials didn't find out either. Goodness gracious. Did you watch too much detective drama? You shouldn't tell such lies and jokes to Simon. He will believe it right away. I'm serious. I made sure I filed this promptly. Really? I'm sure. If you think I'm lying, go and ask the officials. You are no longer my son's wife. Now is not a good time. Anyway, I'll listen to what you have to say when I get back. See you later. Matilda, you're home now, aren't you? Please unlock the front door. And why are my things here? I have some important outfits. Could you please not put them directly on the ground? What if it starts to rain? Oh, you finally came home. You're too late. I left your stuff out of your room since you told me that you're coming home late, including those creepy costumes. Did you go to check with the officials? The office is already closed. In the meantime, please open the door. I don't want to. Only my family is allowed in this house. You're already divorced from my son. You're not a family member anymore, so don't come in the house. If you come in through the windows or the balcony, I will call the police. Is that what you want? If you don't like it, leave now. Enough. This is really not a joke. What do you think you're doing? I've told you so many times. It's because you don't listen to me, your mother-in-law. I told you the reason why, didn't I? Yes, I've heard that many times. You said that it's because you have a job, but this is my house. I created the rules, and what I say is all that matters. But you didn't listen to me at all. A wife like that doesn't deserve to be in my house. If I listened to everything you said, I wouldn't be able to go to work. I wish I could be a housewife, but we just don't have enough money. Without my income, we'd have a hard time making ends meet. That's your excuse. A wife is supposed to take care of the house. You don't need to bother about anything else. That golden era is over, Matilda. Unbelievable! You made fun of me again. You're not getting enough money with your work anyway. You're wasting your time working. You commute to work costs more than what your job pays in gasoline. And all you do is make excuses for work. You are a wife who is so absorbed in her work that she neglects her family. You're not a good wife and mother. In the meantime, please take the luggage that's left in front of the entrance. Otherwise, when Simon and my husband come home, they won't be able to enter the house and your stuff will be in the way. If you don't take it with you, I'll make you regret. Come on, hurry up. Go away. Wait a minute. I have Sean's school-related matters to take care of. If I lose my income, our family will be in danger. Shut up. I'm busy making dinner. Don't contact me again, okay? Bye. Matilda, wait. Samantha, I heard about that. It seems that you were paid very well, weren't you? I'm sorry for treating you badly. I had no idea that you were paying for my hula dancing lessons. I'm really sorry for what I've done. What are you trying to say? You know what, Samantha? Come back home right now. I'll get your marriage certificate tomorrow so you can submit it again. Huh? I mean, you can come back to our house right now. Besides, you want to come back home, right? I forgive you so you can remarry Simon again. No, thank you. What did you say? I said I don't want to do that. Sean is waiting too. I know it's because he is still in elementary school. He must be worried if his mother doesn't come home until late at night. So, come home then. I'm not going back to your house. The three of us and you will be living separately from now on. What? Separately? Simon didn't say anything about that. Since it seems that you've forgotten that, let me tell you again. Simon doesn't say anything when he's angry. He just leaves without saying a word, just like his father. Simon knows what you told me, too, and what the company did to me. He said that he'll protect me. He also said that if I just put up with him a little more, we'd be able to live in peace. I told him not to make things worse. Sean is still in elementary school. Simon wanted us to live together with you so that I could go to work without worrying. My son was loved and cared for. I tried to help as much as I could, but you got carried away and went too far. You can't stop Simon no matter how much you say he's your son. Hey, while I was talking to you, they are gone. They were in the house just now. When I went upstairs, their stuff was almost gone. Why? I told you we're going to live together as a family. That's not true. Where is my son? Sean is my grandchild. Give him back. It's true that Sean is your grandson, but he's my son. Oh no! You didn't notice, did you, that we've been preparing to move out from a while ago? What? Moving out? Wait a minute, what do you mean? Simon told you about my income, didn't he? I'm in a good position at the company now, and I'll get a promotion at the next personal meeting. Promotion? Yes, that's right. The money you love so much that you can just change your mind quickly to get that. I'm going to get more money than I've ever got before. Well then, I think you should come home. A promotion means you'll be busier than ever, right? I can take care of Simon and Sean and do the housework too. Housework? You said housework is a wife's job until now. You've done nothing but gardening as a hobby. Besides, my new workplace will be changed to a place far away from your house. I won't be able to commute from that house. If I try to commute, it will cost me a lot of money for gasoline. So from now on, the three of us will do our best. Oh no, I didn't know about that. I didn't tell you because I didn't know what you would do to me. It's understandable that you don't know. This has been our plan from the beginning to keep you away from our family. You don't understand properly. You talk about our family of three as if you can afford it. You and my son are already divorced. Why do you think you can take them with you? I'm not forcing them to come with me. Both of them decided to live together with me by their own volition. Besides, a divorce decree without my and Simon's will is invalid, and you just filed those on your own. That makes you guilty of forgery for a sealed private document. I haven't reported it yet, but if I do, you'll be arrested. What? That's... And about Simon, when he found out about my relationship with you, he said he'll do his best to support me, and he's been looking for a new job ever since. What? So I'm changing my job to a different job that offers me better benefits than I have now. We're going to buy a condo and live near my new company. I will get a promotion and Simon will get a salary increase, so we can live much better than we do now. I can't believe that my son is leaving this house. Why? Doesn't he care about his mother? Simon was always fed up with your attitude towards me. He was very angry about that today. He couldn't believe that his mother was such an embarrassing person. And your lovely grandson, Sean, he said he doesn't like a grandmother who is mean to his mother. So we are all happy to be separated from you. Oh, and we've got your husband's permission too. What? My husband knew about that and didn't stop you? Yes, he said he and his wife would talk it over after we left. Wait, let's talk it over first, okay? You ignored my phone calls when I said that. Please don't do that. What am I gonna do now? Who's going to do the housework? Who will take me to and from hula dancing classes? And who's going to support our family's finances? The entertainment expenses and clothes? I don't know, don't ask me. I mean, the money I was giving you for the rent was used for that kind of thing. I didn't know that. I think our family will be able to live a better life now that we are wasting less money. You are the one who should divorce your husband. Why don't you divorce him and get married to your precious money? Your husband was very angry. Even if you don't want to, he will divorce you for sure. Then... Wait a sec. Samantha, where are you now? You'll let me see Simon and Sean from now on, right? Samantha, are you still there? The next day, Matilda stormed into the company. Due to the previous nuisance phone calls, the company was on the warpath. She was turned away. We were very lucky to have a boss and co-workers who understood our situation. Now that Simon has told his father what happened, under his father's strict supervision, Matilda started working as a cleaner at the inn. She has been neglecting the housework that she used to leave to her daughter-in-law. My father-in-law said that his wife has been giving him a hard time. With the help of the company and my father-in-law, we have been able to live happily in our new place without letting my mother-in-law know where we are. I am relieved to be free from my mother-in-law's sarcasm and meanness, and my family's finances are much easier now that I can spend less money on useless things. Actually, I've accepted Simon's suggestion about my mother. So my mother, who used to live alone, has come to live with us. She is very excited to have a new family member, and my housework load has also been reduced. I am so grateful for the cooperation of my husband and children. I will be able to concentrate on my work from now on.
Hey, Becca, guess what? I took a vacation. Now we can go out with the kids during summer vacation. You're happy? You should thank me.
Whoa, what's up all of a sudden? You're at work, right? Aren't you supposed to be working? I mean, when does the vacation start?
A week long starting from tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
The kids are having summer vacation, right? I did my best to take days off.
Starting tomorrow? That's too soon.
What's with that reaction? Your husband took a vacation for the kids. You're supposed to be happy.
I am, but it's too sudden. I have to work. What's the point of you taking days off without me? Can you go out with the kids by yourself?
Of course I can. That's rude. I took a vacation for you, and why aren't you happy? Rather, you're like upset. Are you unsatisfied with me making my family happy?
If you're going to take a vacation, you should tell me or make a plan first. I'm saying it's too sudden. I can't take a vacation in such short notice.
What's with all your complaining? I'm trying to be a good father, and you're ruining it.
I'm sorry, don't get so mad. My bad. You're right. You took days off for the kids, and even if I'm working, you can still play with the kids.
Yeah, I'm pretty good husband. You should be more grateful to me.
Yeah. By the way, you have a week off, right? Where are you going to take the kids? Maybe to Fairyland? They're dying to go there.
There's no way we're going to a crowded, expensive place like that. It's exhausting and I'll lose all of my bonus I just got. It would ruin my vacation.
Then the beach?
No way. I hate the ocean. I'm taking the kids to Mom's house.
Your mother's house? You're on summer vacation and you're going to stay with your mother for a week? Now I understand why you said you can go out with the kids by yourself. You're planning on having her take care of them.
Don't say it's like a bad thing. Mom asked me to bring the kids. I'm sure she misses them.
Maybe so, but I'm sorry, but I feel bad for the kids. At least make it a 2-night stay or something and then take them somewhere a bit more fun.
What? You think her house is boring? Mom's going to cook a lot for them. You're going to deny that?
That's not what I'm saying. I appreciate her kindness too. I know it's important for you to go home, but you have to think about them too. It's summer vacation. I'd like to take them to more other places.
That would cost too much money. Besides, Mom's moving in with us from now on. We need to prepare them for that. She can start living with us at the end of summer vacation. Make sure everything's prepared.
What? Living together? Wait, I've never heard of that before.
It's another favor from my mom.
Wait a second. Why would you decide on your own? I can't live with her.
What do you mean you can't? We've already decided. Don't complain about husband's decision.
What about me and the kids? Why do you always decide on your own?
Of course they would agree. You're at home today, right? Make the kids get ready for the trip tomorrow.
A trip?
I'm sure they'd be happy.
Unfortunately, it's the opposite. No one wants to go.
What? Why not?
They already have plans. They're all upset with you for making such a short notice.
Plans? Family comes first. Can't they follow the father's decision?
They've got plans with their friends. They've grown up, you know. You can't just make a plan on your own and ask others to follow you.
I'm the father and I took a week off for them. I can't believe it. This is what happens when you don't educate them well. I can't believe they've turned into children who don't appreciate their father.
Can you please stop blaming others? You're the one who hasn't done anything to the family, and now all of a sudden, you ask them to come with you tomorrow. Of course they won't be happy. You should have cared about your children before complaining. And they are against moving in with your mother.
What? They are? They don't like Grandma?
I guess not. The kids don't like her very much. They're more against it than the trip. They don't like her at all.
Maybe they only see her once in a while and that's why they don't like her. If they live with her, they'll get along. They need to live together to have a good relationship.
What are you saying? Everyone in the family is against except you. Okay? No living with your mother. No visits to her house. You seem to be making up your own mind and getting all excited by yourself, but this is what we think.
I'm the father. I have the right to make decisions for the family. Anyone who goes against me is not a family.
Don't talk like a child.
If you can't listen to me, you're not a family. Get out of my house. Anyone who doesn't agree to live with her, get out before I get home from work.
Are you serious? You're going to kick the kids out for this?
I'm serious. Becca, if you're against living together too, get out. Well, if I do, we're getting divorced.
You mean we're getting divorced if I leave?
Yes, because I don't want a wife who disagrees with her husband. Want to get divorced?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm leaving. Let's get divorced. Goodbye.
What are you talking about, Becca? I was just kidding. I just wanted to show you how serious I was. What? You're taking it seriously?
I'm serious. Well then, I'll tell the kids about the divorce, and I'll ask them if they want to move in with their grandma or leave the house.
Hey, wait a minute. That was a joke. Getting divorced because my mom is moving in?
Can't you see that I really don't want to live with her?
What are we going to do about the kids after we divorced? They will be sad if you're gone. About that, they want to come with me. Huh? They do? You mean you're all leaving? Yeah, they don't want to live with their grandma and they don't want to go to their home. They don't want to live with you either, so they want to follow me. Which means you'll have to live with your mother, the two of you. Wait a minute, you're kidding, right? I'm so sick of you asking me to get divorced whenever we disagree. I'm serious, and I think the kids are too. You're the only one who seems to be joking. Why do you refuse to move in with my mom? Isn't it normal to visit your parents during vacation? Don't you guys have any idea how important it is to care your in-laws? I feel sorry for her, she lives alone. Did you forget why your mother is all alone? Huh? What do you mean? It's because she was kicked out by her son and his wife who moved in with her. Your mother was so mean to her son's wife, so they finally kicked her out. Don't exaggerate about it. Mom was just trying to teach her for her sake. I mean, it's so terrible for them to kick her out. Give me a break. You call it teaching when you throw away food she made every time? I think you call it bullying, and she deserves to be kicked out. If you start living with someone like that, you're going to have a hell of a life. Did she really do that? Can you stop underestimating the information network between wives? I know all about what she did to her. By the way, I hear they are going through a divorce right now. What? Divorce? My brother? Your brother seems to be just like you. He took his mother's side and helped her bully his wife. Of course, he should be divorced. I didn't know that was going on. I feel sorry for the kids too. She was so mean to them every time they saw her. I can understand why they don't want to live with her. What? She was mean to them? I don't think she would be mean. Dad, it's me, Paul. I'm using Mom's phone. Paul, you love your grandma, right? You agreed to live with her, don't you? Mom is making you to say no to visit her or live with her, right? No, I don't like Grandma. She always calls me ugly. She doesn't like that I look like Mom, and she always gets mad at me when I do something wrong. And she never gives me birthday presents. She never gave you a birthday present? I thought she loved you. We're going with Mom. If you want to live with Grandma, you can live with her together. Bye, Dad. See? Do you understand how they feel? I didn't think you guys would be so against it. I'm sorry I decided to move in with her and go visit her on my own. I won't do it again. It's alright, don't worry about it. We're getting divorced. You can move in with her or visit her, whatever you want. Don't tell me you're divorcing me. I won't decide to live with her without your permission anymore. Just reconsider. Hey, let's talk. I told you, I'm sick of it. People who can't listen to you aren't your family, right? Then we're not a family anymore, so I'm leaving. That was just a joke. I can't live with someone who makes jokes like that. Well then, me and the kids are packing our bags now. Bye. I will take them to my parents' house until the divorce is final. They would be happy to come with me to my parents' house. Are you really leaving? My parents are even taking them to Fairyland on my behalf. They are going to have a blast. I'm glad they're going to have a great summer vacation. Wait, I'm off for a week from tomorrow. I'll take them. No, your mother is waiting for you at home. Have a relaxing week with her. Make sure you tell her we're getting divorced. Bye. On that day, I packed a few things and left the house with the children. My parents were surprised at my divorce, but they were more than happy to see their grandchildren coming to visit. They are all going to visit Fairyland tomorrow. After that, Sam has texted me to apologize, but I ignored him. I also turned in the papers for the divorce, so I'm waiting for his reply. Once the divorce is finalized, I'm planning to go out for lunch with his brother's ex-wife to celebrate our divorce. Hey, about this Sunday, can you come over to my place around 11 a.m.? You're not busy anyway, are you? No, I'll be working on that day, so I can't come. Working on Sunday? Is our company so busy that we need your help? Yes, we are. My father and grandfather run the company, and it's true that you married my brother and became a family, but you are a housewife, right? You're not involved in our company at all, so you can stop acting as if you own the company. For a moment, I wondered what you meant by our company. This is a company that my grandfather worked so hard to build, and my father stabilized it. It doesn't belong to you, Fiona.
Shut up! Then how about next Saturday?
I'm just giving you a little advice since you keep insisting that it's yours. Sorry, I have plans for next Saturday. I mean, why do you need to see me? I hope you don't call me for nothing.
How dare you? I'm doing this for you. Look, you're getting old. I think it's time for you to get married. I know a nice guy, so I thought I'd introduce you to him.
Again? I've told you 100 times I don't need that kind of help.
You'll miss your chance to get married if you keep talking like that. I can't keep you in my company forever. I think you should get married as soon as possible. I'll feel much better if you leave, you know.
My company? You see, I'm treated as an ordinary employee of this company. I joined this company by nepotism, but I am not given a sloppy training just because I am the daughter of the president of the company. In fact, I'm trained extra hard. My grandfather, who is the current chairman, and my father, who is the president, do support me, but I don't remember being supported by you. You were just my brother's wife. Do you have any right to tell me what to do?
Huh? What's with that? I haven't told you, but you are so rude. I am your brother's wife. That means I am greater than you. I think you should respect me more. Didn't your parents teach you that kind of common sense?
If you are someone who should be respected, I should behave so. But vice versa. Fiona, ever since you got engaged to my brother, you have been secretly harassing me, haven't you? Stealing money, clothes, bags. When I found out my makeup were missing, I was shocked. Just because I didn't say anything, you did whatever you wanted, didn't you? How could I respect such a person? I don't respect you, I despise you.
Despise me? You don't seem to understand your position.
I think I know exactly who I am.
I didn't steal it. How rude. I just borrowed a few things.
You haven't returned any of them.
That's not important right now. Anyway, I hope you'll get married soon and go away. You've been jerking around in my company for so long. I don't want to waste your salary on you.
I said, it's not your company. You should know who you are.
Stop talking back to me. You're so annoying. Don't get me wrong, I'm just saying this out of my kindness. I'm sure your parents are thinking the same way.
Whatever, can I go now? I'm busy with work. Well, excuse me.
Wait a minute. I'll tell your brother and your parents soon. I just heard from my husband. What's going on? I mean, is it true that you're going to be the president? Why would it happen?
Good evening. Yes, it's true that I'm going to be the president. My grandfather is old and thinking of retiring, so the chairman will be my father, and I will be the president.
Why are you the president? What about my husband? In general, the oldest son takes over the company.
My brother doesn't have the motivation. I mean, he has little motivation to work. He thinks that if he stays at our company, he won't lose his job. I heard that he just sits around and surfs the internet every day and doesn't do much work. My company is very strict with family. For now, my coworkers are smart, so there's not much trouble, but if something happens, he could be fired.
Why? Then why did I?
For what purpose you married my brother? Fiona, you approached him because you wanted the company, right? My brother is insensitive and doesn't seem to realize, but my parents, grandfather, and I knew it from the beginning. We allowed someone like you to marry him because we knew he would be single for the rest of his life. I decided that I would never give him any control over the business. He has already agreed to this, by the way. I'm not sure if he understands well, but after all, he has no interest in such things. He probably thinks that no matter who runs the business, he, as a blood relative, will be fine because he will be able to earn and live.
That's a lie. A person like you is the president of a company. My husband deserves it more than you.
I bet he acts big in front of you, like I'm the son of a business owner or whatever, and he seems to underestimate me, his sister. Why do you think I joined this company? It's for my grandfather and father. Ever since I was a little girl, I've wanted to support the company they built, and I've worked hard at my studies. They opposed me a lot though. You're right, I'm a woman and I'm not the oldest, but I did my best to persuade them to let me join the company so that I could show them my abilities. And they accepted my efforts. Do you have any other questions?
That's a lie. I'll go talk to your parents.
As you wish. I think my grandfather and father are still at work. Well, I've already reported to them everything about how you have been treating me. They are strict with their relatives, but they also treat well for the daughter and grandchild, so they seem to have thoughts towards your attitude. I hope they would listen to you. After this, I heard that Fiona really went to the company, but as expected, she was turned away by my grandfather and father at the door. She couldn't give up, so she went to my parents' house, but she was also turned away by my mother. When she asked her husband, which is my brother, he just kept repeating that it was my grandfather and father's decision. Apparently, she thought that if my brother became the president, she would become the wife of the president and live a wealthy life. That is too naive of a future plan. Of course, such a person would fail to see my brother for what he really is. The disposition of my brother, who is not motivated about his work, is pending at the moment, but my father said he would be fired if he continues like this. I wonder what Fiona will do if that happens. What do you all think? If you would like to share your thoughts, let me know in the comments.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!